So after what happened, I had to process my feelings, and being angry is so fucking draining. I feel like once you get used to being in a more stabilized state, when you do have to draw on negative emotions, and when I say negative emotions, I'm not demonizing them. They literally are emotions that typically take away from your positive charge. And so being angry and being enraged about something that you are unable to change in the moment literally drains the fuck out of you. And I think that a lot of um, the parasites and the abusers literally realize that, and they feed off of it. They feed off draining you. And so one of the things I just was sitting and pondering about is having so much knowledge and wisdom and not applying it literally is a waste. And I think I'm just in that part of my journey where it's like it's not about not reacting, not engaging per se, but it is. Um, but it's just about being strategic on what I'm gonna spend my energy on. If I can't change the circumstances, then it's a waste of my energy to put forth all that anger and rage for too long of a period. Feel your feelings for sure, but don't get stuck in those moments. You do have to honor where you are, but I do feel like there are phases. And first, there is, you are in this situation, probably have not too much awareness. Even if you have awareness, your awareness might not be activated to the point of change. Your awareness may be activated only from a point of view of you trying to fix or change something else, like an external stimuli. But the only stimuli you really can change is you. And once your awareness kicks in and you start to realize that, like, all I can do is change myself. I can only control myself. You start to recenter and refocus your energy back into you. We just don't see it that way. That literally, like, these things that happen literally drains us. It takes from us. And so, and people are, and entities are literally out here unknowingly or knowingly draining you and others of their energy. And so you literally have to be cautious of that. You have to be wise and strategic. So I literally just was sitting here and just having an introspection of my journey and just realizing that literally I've had so much wisdom and knowledge at such an early age. And I didn't always know what to do with it. I did not always know what to do with it. And I've had so much awareness to a certain degree. Same thing, did not know what to do with it. So I literally am at this point in my progression that, you know, strategic and best application for what I know, what I see, what I hear, what I sense, is what I call in for myself. I no longer want to waste my time and my energy on something that literally is what it is, supposed to be the way it is, and literally fate is already sealed. It's a done deal. So I don't need to waste my time and worry about that. What I do need to do is hone in and refocus that energy back onto how I can use this as purpose and power to better my life and my situation. I think one of the things too that came up from me in introspection is maybe there are some who, and I have been in this thought pattern too. Maybe there are some who feel like, well, why You can control whether you're here or you're not. That is so fucking true. I can't control whether I'm living here or not. However, you follow you no matter where the fuck you go. And people really do need to learn that. Like, you follow you no matter where you go. Even if I'm not a bad person, right now I'm right here, all of that. My coping mechanisms, my lack thereof, or overcompensation of, you know, applying what I know and what I should do and how I should respond. It's still going to be the same whether I'm here with her or I'm here somewhere else. I'm still going to have to learn my same lessons no matter whether I'm here with her or I'm here with someone else. So I think sometimes, like, we get caught up on, like, I just be hearing, like, you know, God is all powerful and God is this. Then why are we in certain situations? And, like, I've done a video on this, and I'm do it over and over and over again, to help those understand that you came here for a reason and a purpose. And if you are in, I call it a hell loop, but if you are in a repeated cycle, literally, you're supposed to be learning something. You are supposed to be changing something in you. And I damn sure had a lot that I needed to purge. I needed to learn. I needed to heal. Nobody has no fucking idea how much of a deficit I was in. I was broken down and tired. I have been broken down and tired since I was a child. But I kept going. And so this was a place of recovery, but it was a place of recovery with challenges. And you know, like, it was never to be a permanent situation. Literally, I knew that, so much so, um it was inadvertently one of my fears. Like, one of my fears was, like, coming back here and becoming complacent and wanting to stay here. And it's like, no, that was never in the cards for me. It's just never been my thing. Whether she was abusive or not, it's just not what I want to do. I don't want to, you know, I want to be my own person. I want to be my own sovereign being. So, hey. So, yeah. I think that, like, we come here to earth and we forget that we come here to embody ourselves. Some people are not here to have self-mastery. And I think that a lot of us are screaming at them to have self-mastery, and they just didn't sign up for that. They signed up to be a player. They signed up to have a role, and they signed up to have their part. And we have to learn how to get out of that ego state of mind and allow ourselves to realize that we're all playing roles and parts in here. And some people parts and roles are greater than others. It is not about being better than someone else. Their part is just as phenomenal and astronomical, no matter whether it's good or evil, to our greatest good, to the whole. If you are coming here and you are literally remembering, then you realize that this is less about being bitter and it is more about learning how not to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. One of the reoccurring themes in all of these stories, the stories in the Bible, the stories in Vedic texts, the stories of Islam, all of these stories, the stories in the Jewish Torah, stories that are not even considered religious texts. They are people's stories written, whether autobiographies, whether fictional stories where spirits spoke through someone. They are all stories with themes of us forgetting our humanity. We forget our humanity and we forget self-love, self-preservation. We drain, but we do not move with the purpose of conserving and preserving. We do not move with that purpose of doing it for ourselves, for our neighbors, for the earth, for its inhabitants. We lose our way. So a lot of the stories have so many experiences of losing our way. We're literally born into this world um, forgetting. We were born into this world forgetting to a certain degree. And so literally, I just have been sitting with that. Like, I never want to forget, but I don't want to harbor hard feelings either. Everybody had a role to play. Some people signed up to come to earth to be martyrs. Some people signed up to earth to give it even a deeper context, to be sacrificed. We all are sacrificed. Sacrifices when it comes to earth. It is literally a life and death cycle of life. That's how it works here. So like all of us are sacrifices, but it's just that some people are out here sacrificing others, and that's not your place. Like literally. And I would say sacrificing innocent lives. When they literally could be sacrificing the fucked up shit in them that is keeping them stagnant or holding them back or keeping them sick or whatever. And so I don't know, this one is long, but I do know that I just feel like we lose our way here. And I'm releasing bitterness. I'm releasing a whole lot. And I'm just still trusting the process. But I'm calling in, I'm releasing um, a lot of things, but I'm calling in application. Application, not mindless application, not indoctrinated application, but application with divine purpose, divine alignment, and divine, like, what's best. What's best for myself, what's best for this earth. That type of application. I'm calling in learning lessons without them being riddled in pain. Learning lessons, being able to see it um, in a loving, beautiful, strategic way. Not out of anger, not out of condemnation of myself or others. Just learning that shit, like what they say, charging it to the game and taking it on the chin. But I used to do this anyway, but it was out of anger. It was out of bitterness. You gonna see. I don't need you to see. I already know. And I'm gonna apply what I know. So that's just where I'm at. So I've learned a lot of lessons through so much pain and misery, and I think I've learned enough that way. I don't need it to be insanity anymore. It's transparent and it's clear. So, but I still trust the process. So I'm just calling in what was always meant for me and mine. So with all the love and darkness balanced and stable. So not just one-sided. This earth is cycles. The sun sets, the moon comes out. The sun rises, the moon isn't always visible. Still out, but it isn't always visible. Um, so it's balance. It's not supposed to be all love and light. It's not supposed to always be dark. It is to be here and to be true to this earth and true to yourself is balance. It is stability. It is embodying being your true and whole self. So I'm at the point of my journey where wholeness is all I want. I don't give a fuck about none of the other shit. I've even realized, like, money. I've had a blessed fucking life, even with all the turmoil and tragedy in it. So many things from my past to now. I've seen how blessed I was. where we didn't have the money, but literally I would have situations occur, ways would be made, just by trusting God and trusting the process. So literally, my mind is not money centered. My mind is stability and wholeness. My mind is authenticity. If we do not want a life that is synthetic, if we want a natural and organic life, then we have to be authentic. We have to show up as our true selves, and that is not without flaw. It is balance.